All right, I'll talk to you later.
Take care.
Bye.
We see apparently that woman thought that, wasn't really clear on how we did this, and so she thought that Jeffy answered the phone, and then apparently she thought that she talked to you before she talked to me on the air.
That must be it.
Because I can't begin to imagine anybody calling up to tell me that they had relatives in town were putting on their sequin dresses and were going on the boat tonight.
And we're bringing me a can of Spam.
576 WSUN in Pinellas and Hills. Not anybody wanted to live through the weekend. 576 WSUN in Pinellas in Hillsborough. Unless, of course, they had been attacked by those mind worms. 576 WSUN in Pinellas in Hillsborough. 221 WSUN.
She's kind of flipped anyway, but she now, since we moved here, I've been here in Florida for like 14 years, and she did have a nervous breakdown, and she was sent, to a charter hospital and everything, and it was really sad to see my mom and I guess you would say a straitjacket and stuff like that, and but charter, after they took the money and everything, they really didn't give a call back. And she today, she's capable of driving, but but she does think there's like somebody has implanted a disc inside her brain or whatever, and she thinks she's got these people talking to her and stuff like that. It's kind of scary to see her go through this and how society thinks it's funny and everything, but mental health is like I don't know. I think it's priority. I mean, they don't check back on their patients, number one. All they care about is the money, number two. But to see my mom think people are watching her and paranoia is setting in. And I don't know about my father's insurance or whatnot, but I'm not going to send my mom to the state. I mean, she's capable of driving herself back and forth. And I know this sounds weird and everything, but it's so strange. I mean, maybe it's from her upbringing or whatnot, and, with 14 brothers and sisters and just very, very poor. I don't know. Maybe she was molested as a child. I think she was. But it's really hidden, mental illness. And who knows? Who knows if there is other things out there in the world. But, I don't want to think that. But, I mean, the world operates pretty weird anyhow, So, Bob, what do you have to say? Please talk to me.
Thank you very much.
Oh, please continue the conversation.
I've got to take a break.
Excuse me?
I've got to take a break.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, until again, next chapter.
Have a great weekend.
You too. Bye.
Well, let me take this opportunity. I want to get on my knees for this.
Be careful. You might not be able to get back up.
Yeah, I know. That fabulous mole on me has really been acting up.
Notice the limping just a little from it.
I'm just going to get on one knee. The other one, it's just too...
You're down on one knee.
If your brain has been eaten away by brain worms, please do not call the show. Please. I'm on my knee, and I am begging. If you've been, adversely affected by the brainworm infestation in Pinellas County in particular, although apparently it is, starting to show up in other counties as well. Please do not call the show.
Be careful.
See if reverse psychology works. These calls are great. These calls.
Best in days.
Okay, thank you. Stop the insanity right now. Miller ran with Goldwater in 1964. I do not need any more calls. Thank you. We are now aware of it.
See, Bobby?
Now back to Lassiter.
Jeff? Jeff, what county do you live in?
I live in Pinellas County, Bob.
Gosh, I just had that funny feeling. 576 WSUN in Pinellas and Hillsborough, 221 WSUN. It is 4:13.
Hey, Tampa Bay, this is Anthony Avent. Listen to the Magic Slam and Jam on AM 620 WSUN.
Hey, Rachel, how far is it from the Earth to the moon?
In the neighborhood of 250,000 miles. Why?
How long does it take to get there?
4 days. Why?
Have you ever met anyone who's been there?
Well, no, not personally. Why?
Will you have sex with me?
Yeah. Why all the questions about the moon?
Well, I was just trying to confuse you into thinking about the moon so that when I asked you to have sex with me, you'd say yes.
What? I said yes?
Yes, you did. And I'd hate to spread the rumor around here that Rachel Norton doesn't keep her word.
You bastard!
Now, wait a minute.
You tricked me!
Oh, all's fair in love in the space program, Missy.
All right. Come over tonight at 7. We'll have sex, and then you leave and never talk to me again. Got it?
Fine with me. I'll see you at 7.
Okay. Aren't you going to at least kill yourself with this gun first?
Oh, yeah, sure. Hey, wait. For more information, write to U.S. Counsel.
Yes, indeed, Sharon. I'm just green with envy about you being on that boat tonight with the girls.
You should come with me tonight, Bobby.
Oh,
Why don't
wish could, Sharon, wish could.
Yeah, this would be a good night to go.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
One of the better ones.
That's going to be about an hour and a half, 2 hours of great fun.
Yeehaw.
Unfortunately, it's a 6.5-hour cruise. 576 WSUN in Pinellas and Hillsboro 221 WSUN, and of course toll free somewhere 1-800-356-WSUN. Sherry, what do you say we take another call? See if we can't find another passenger out there for you.
Okay.
Let's go to Tampa. Hi, Tampa. You're on the air at WSUN.
Hey, Bob. Hey, Sharon.
Hi.
How you doing today?
Excellent.
This is the video guy.
Oh, hi, video guy.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Did y'all get my fax yesterday?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Just give you the opportunity to stop by. I scheduled the music, so we put the 50s and 60s in first, so if you wanted to come early, you could leave early.
Well, it's very kind of you, but tomorrow's a dark side night.
Okay. You're going to, I've got a...
You won't go on the boat with me either, so don't feel bad, whatever it was.
Sharon, you're welcome to come by. So we've got 4 bands. We've got Wally the Talking Wonderwall, which is sort of a cross between Jabba the Hutt, Grandfather Clock, and a Peter Max poster.
Oh, it kind of sounded like Jeffy the board op.
And I've got a video projector. We're running this 20-minute Halloween video I made on a 10-foot screen with running through like a $40,000 sound system.
Unbelievable.
So we did a test run Wednesday night, and it's quite unbelievable.
Sounds great, man.
But if you miss it tomorrow night, I would like to come by your house and show it to you.
Okay.
Because we put quite a bit of work into it, and it's really the best thing I've ever done on video to this date.
Okay, I'd look forward to seeing it.
And the other thing, I've done some research on those mind worms. And the way they spread primarily is through radio waves. So I think you guys have got them over there, and you're spreading them through.
Well, it's a terrible, terrible infestation.
Seems that way today, doesn't it?
And one other thing about the aliens, you know they exist, Bob. I gave you that video of the spaceship chasing the stealth fighter.
That's true. Okay, thanks, dude.
Proof positive.
Take care. Of course, nobody else saw the video. 576 WSUN in Pinellas, Hillsboro 221 W.
You can show it to us all one day.
No, Sharon, this is radio, honey.
You can describe it frame for frame. You know how good you are at painting pictures on words.
576 WSUN in Pinellas, Hillsboro 221 WSUN. Let's go to Northeast St. Petersburg. Hi there, Northeast. You're on the air at WSUN.
Oh, magnificent King Lassiter.
Hi there.
The other night, I had a similar experience with an alien. So I thought it was.
Similar to what?
Well, I was driving down 4th Street, and these lights came up behind me, and they just zipped from left to right, and then they turned around, and they zipped from left to right again, and I couldn't figure out what it could be. So I slowed down, pulled off into an alley, and then when it went by with like blinding speed, and I couldn't imagine something traveling that fast.
I had a similar experience, too. My mother used to chase buses. Buses. That was a terrible problem.
I chased this car. It turned out to be a car. You know where it was from?
Can't begin to imagine. That's the show after this one.
Canada?
It was Ontario.
Unbelievable.
So that's the problem. It's not mind worms. It's Canadians. It's not aliens. It's Canadians.
Canadians are carriers of mind worms, sir.
This is quite possibly true.
Which, of course, as everybody knows, are sexually transmitted, and all the Canadian women are very loose.
Oh, my God. Are those women on your boat tonight Canadian, Sharon?
I guess we're going to have to wait and see.
Well, this is the 4th Street Avenger.
Yeah.
And I am putting forth my warning to anybody who's foolish enough to flash.
Canadian women put forth, too, I understand.
What's that?
Canadian women put forth, too. That's what I hear.
Canadians look great, because if I get one tonight, I have no mercy.
Don't forget the mind worms protection, dude.
What do I use?
Put a condom over your ears.
Right over my whole head?
Right. So the mind worms can't get in.
Oh, and good deal. Oh, yes. Oh. All right. Now I got it. I'll use that, and I'll put a cape on and a big A on my chest, and I'm going to chase these people up the street. Even if I got to run after them with pizza, I swear, tonight, 4th Street, St. Petersburg is mine. Anybody that dares. Anybody. You die tonight. Lock and load, Bobby. Frog.
Guns are the answer. 576. As a matter of fact, if you think that you have been infested with brain worms, guns are the answer. Put a gun to your ear. And 576 WSUN in Pinellas, Hillsborough, 221.
Some of these people today, Bobby.
Well, not until closer to the end of the show. We need the callers, Sharon. I get paid by the call. Let's go to Tampa. Hi, Tampa. You're on the air at WSUN.
Hi, Bob. How you doing, Sharon?
Doing
there.
Great.
I'm almost certain I know why there are extraterrestrials. About 5,000 or 6,000 years ago, these spaceships came over here and they dropped off the insane. If you look around you, you know the old saying, nobody's perfect? Okay, in Roswell, supposedly that craft that crashed, they were checking up on us to see how we were doing, They watched the wars right after World War II, and then in the 50s they had the saucers and all this. What they're doing is the nuclear age, they're saying, hey, now, we dropped off you crazy people. We didn't think you were that damn crazy. So that's just my, All right. So have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So that's just my, All right.
I think you could be right.
Well, at least in his neighborhood. Let's go to... where are they coming from?
Worms are hard to get rid of.
Yes, they are.
You get worms?
Yes, they are.
Oh, boy.
I'm almost afraid to take another one.
Oh, come on. Be brave. I'm here with you. I'll help you.
You encourage it.
I'll
It seems you bring it out in them.
I'll protect you. I know. It's just all part of my charm.
I mean, everything was going fine until you started, wondering why squirrels, can't smell their own nuts.
Oh, it began a little before that.
Think so?
Yeah.
Let's go to St. Petersburg. Hi, St. You're on the air at WSUN.
Hey there, Mad Doggy and Miss Sharon.
Hey.
Hi there, St.
I was calling. I was wondering if Miss Sharon had found out the reason for the recent catfish kills here in Tampa Bay.
No. Do you know why?
I believe they have tracked it back to like a gambling cruise ship that goes out of like Madeira Beach area on the weekends.
No, because it's been happening in
Advanced case of
Texas.
brain worms.
I'm not real sure though, Miss Sharon. It sounds like, and I also heard that they might be serving a couple of them sun-belly cats tonight out on the old boat.
We're catfish friendly on the Majestic Empress.
Are we? And what sort of cruise are we expecting tonight with the wind beginning to pick up and the seas beginning to, are we going to have some nice...
It's beautiful. Gorgeous out tonight.
Are the people going to be, like chumming for catfish is what we could only hope for, on a nice cruise like what usually goes on with Canadian people from up north who should stay there, stay off the roads, and just do not come down. If they're out there listening, I wish they would. Maybe take the clue, go back north, where it's cold, turn off the furnace. See how cold it can be. Stay there. Go away.
See, I told you. I was afraid to take that. I was afraid to take another call.
Not even
That's
a
terminal case. That is a terminal case. Because remember, the first sign is you want to pick up the phone. Second sign is you want to pick up the phone and try to do comedy material.
Yeah.
And that's when it's terminal. You probably won't live the night. 576 WSUN in Pinellas, Hillsborough, 221 WSUN. Please, if you have been infested with the brain worm, do not call the show. It is 428.
Locked inside in jail, I cried, and now I'm out for vengeance. See how I'll pound that bum to ground, see how we'll fall. I'm fighting bloody man of custard. Looking for McNeely's eye. Uppercut to his chin, combination left cross. Man, I was a naughty boy, I ripped the knickers off. I am the boxer. I am the ex-con. I am Mike Tyson. Good to be quote unquote out of prison, you know what I mean? You know, I'm gonna miss those guys. The cellmate, he was really cute. There's a new guy next door, never got to meet him. Sitting in a lonely jail cell waiting for Don King. When the fight is done, I'll get a check for over $15 million. I am the boxer. I am the ex-con. I am Mike Tyson. Anyway, what I mean, was that ludicrous? I don't know. I got shell got into a fight, you know. What is that? Gun is dead? Before we knock him out or something? It doesn't matter. Bring him on. Come on. You'll form me with a foe. You'll go, oh no. You're pretty pageant contestants. I'll take the rest and make no difference.
4:34 the time, Friday. It's Friday. Yes. Oh, and it's Fridays, of course, very sad days around here because we can't come in on Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, it's golly, Saturdays.
Friday, October the 27th, 1995. Smack dab in the middle of the third hour. Let's go to Valrico. Hi, Val. You're on the air at WSUN.
Hey, Bob. Just Valrico calling, man. Just two comments to make. I'll try not to be too irrational like some of your listeners. First thing is this thing about UFOs and devils. I don't believe in UFOs, but I believe in devils for one theory only, and that's the theory of relativity. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. If you believe in God and you believe in the angels, then you got to believe in the equal and opposite reaction, which would naturally be devils. And the other comment is, I think you should go on a cruise with Sharon because it's got to be a good place to set up your telescope.
No, sir, it would be a horrible place to set up the telescope. Telescope would be useless.
Why?
Because the ship moves.
Maybe you could get them to stop it, and turn off the light.
No, sir, it rocks back and forth.
Well, it was just a crazy idea. Like I said, I would try not to be completely irrational. Maybe part of my comment was.
Okay.
Thanks.
Two crazy ideas. 576 WS.
There are lots of stars out there. You can see lots and lots of stars.
Not through a telescope, son.
Well, no. So you can just kind of look out and see. You can just fake it.
Or you could stay home and watch television and not have to put up with the girls from West Virginia. In their sequin dresses carrying Spam.
They're probably going to look real cute. They'll be precious.
576 WSUN in Pinellas in Hillsboro. 221 WSUN. Let's go to Pinellas Park. Hi there, Pinellas Park. You're on the air at WSUN.
Bobby, how you doing?
Doing great.
Listen, I know you got rid of your old flight simulator.
Right.
And but there's some new ones coming out on the market that I think you might be interested in.
No, I wouldn't.
Well, now this one's called Almost Around the World with Amelia Earhart.
Oh.
I thought, that would kind of go into your, inability to land.
Because you wouldn't have to land, so you could just disappear in the Pacific.
Another terminal case of brainworms.
Well, yes, that's done. I have 2 kids, so it kind of goes without saying with that, too. One of the other things that I was wondering is I heard a new word today, and you tend to throw out some new words on a basis, and I was wondering if you've ever heard of this word, and if you did, if you knew what the definition of it was. It is lapidary.
No, not familiar with it.
No?
I've heard of it. Lapidary.
You've heard of it?
Yeah,
I can't say as I've even heard of it.
Well, it turns out it is the formal name for a gem cutter.
Yeah, because lapis, or not lapis. There's a gem.
Anyways, I need to go. The brainworms are getting to me.
Okay.
Bye, Bobby.
I thought lapidary would be, somebody like Jeffy who just laps at his food.
Oh, now you look at him. Now you really pushed him over.
Oh, he looks so pained.
He does.
Don't look so pained.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Laughing at food. Yeah, well, so it was good. Nobody makes fun of the way you eat.
Oh, look at that. Now everybody dropped off. I'm going to have to give the phone numbers again.
Oh.
576-WSUN in Pinellas. See, you grossed them out with your laughing at your food. 576.
Because they haven't looked at your beard.
Oh.
What does that mean?
There's food in it.
There is no food in my beard. And by the way,
let's see.
I saw something today I have not seen since I was in my probably late 20s, 26, 27 years old. I saw something I haven't seen since I was like 26 or 27 years old today. 225 pounds.
No.
I have lost a total of 92 pounds.
Bobby.
In 6 years. Which I worked out on a calculator, works out to about a pound and a half a week. A month. A week. A month. Pound and a half a month. But then I hit a 2-year plateau.
No, that would be 90.
Pound and a half a month. 576-WSUN in Pinellas and Hillsborough, 221 WSUN. God, I am proud of myself.
Speaking of the food in your beard...
there is no food in my beard.
You can't see yourself now, can you? Don't you want to say thank you to the nice people who brought the food that you left in your beard?
There is no food in my beard.
The nice royal hoagie made you look. Nice royal hoagie people. Over there.
Over in where, Sharon?
There on, is it Missouri? Is it Missouri?
Where?
In Largo?
Very good.
Thank you. Thank you very
much. Well, let's go to Tampa. Hi, Tampa. You're on the air at WSUN.
Hey, Bob, what is this, Rag the Mad Dog Day?
Apparently.
I love to eat, and I love food, I like sex, too. I'm just wondering, you noticed how food and sex are intertwined?
Ew.
No, I haven't.
Well, we refer to things in sexual nature as referring like to food, like she's a tomato, she's a cherry, she's got nice melons.
Okay.
Do you like to eat those kind of things?
Sometimes, yeah.
You sound like this is dubious or something, like.
Yes.
Okay, where are you going from here?
Yes.
Well, don't you realize that there is a lot of sexual innuendos referring to food, and we eat both, right?
Yes.
But it doesn't matter, right?
What's your point?
Well, the point is, I'm just wondering if you got something in your beard. Is it food or is it something else?
Yes, it's food.
Another terminal case. 576-WSUN in Pinellas and Hillsborough, 221 WSU. What the hell is this?
I got a letter today.
What did you bring me this for?
The call just reminded to me. I'm sorry.
Do you want it back? Because I don't want it. I'm not going to follow up on that call. I mean, otherwise, if it's important to you, otherwise I'd toss it. No, I don't think
I never get to look at anything. He always comes in and hands stuff to you, and then you look at it and put it aside, or he takes it back, and I don't ever get to see anything, except this one letter today that was from me, from Judy, about her little kitty named Magic. It was a sweet letter. Thank you, Judy.
Let's go to Largo. Hi, Largo. You're on the air at WSUN.
Feel a worm
How
coming
you
on.
doing, Bob?
Doing great. How are you?
I have to pick on you. The worms are doing more than eating people's brains. They're taking off some of your weight. See you, Bob.
I had to tell Velveeta that this very day. When he was referring to you as a fat bastard, I said he's so thin now. He's slimmed down so that you can't call him that anymore. I said, but we can still call him
a cell phone in St. Petersburg. Apparently an in-studio infestation. Hi, cell phone. You're on the air at WSUN.
Hey, Bob. How you doing?
Fine.
Great. Glad to hear it. Listen to this first-time caller. A great show. I appreciate all the entertainment you give me. Listen, you said something a little bit ago about you're getting paid by the phone call.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes, 44 cents a call.
No kidding.
Got a raise.
He deserves it. Deserves it. I didn't know that all talk shows that way, or?
Oh yeah, everybody gets paid by the call.
No kidding. You're joking, though.
No. How else do you think they'd pay you?
I don't.
I mean, if you didn't get paid by the call, there wouldn't be any incentive to take calls, would there?
Well, you don't
just sit here. Yeah, exactly. You just sit here and read out of the newspaper.
Well, hell, I mean, you make more conversation than most of your callers anyway, right?
Yeah, but, I could just sit here and read out of the newspaper if they just gave me a straight salary, so they pay you by the call.
Well, that's great. Anyway, it was something I thought it was interested, and again, a great show.
Okay.
All right.
Take care. I mean, it's very, very simple to, see it for real. I'm not putting you on. People who, have the more successful talk shows, drive the bigger cars, live in the bigger houses, have a lot of calls. Yeah. People that drive the old, 57 rusty Plymouths, they never get any calls because they don't make any money. 576 WSUN in Pinellas and Hillsborough, 221 WSUN. It's 444.
Now, an AM 620 WSUN Traffic Patrol update.
About 11 minutes away from the hour, 5 o'clock anyway. I assume I'm talking to a group of people who, by and large, do not watch afternoon television talk shows. By and large, obviously, there are exceptions to everything. And so it's kind of like it's the exact antithesis of preaching to the church choir. But anyway, a man that I have very little time for, unfortunately, yesterday did something that I happen to agree with. and that is Bill Bennett and his organization, whose name escapes me for the moment, came out and just ripped the crap out of the, basically all of, with only one or two exceptions, Oprah being one, and there might have been another exception, just ripped the crap out of the afternoon television talk shows. And there's really nothing to say about that. What the hell, I sit here and do it every day, too. Except last night I'm flipping around and I come across Crossfire, and they have somebody on there from the organization, and Jerry Springer. And I was actually embarrassed for Springer. I could only stick around for a couple of minutes. I literally had to turn it off because I just couldn't deal with it. But there's Springer. Instead of saying, the truth, hey, man, we don't hold a gun to anybody's head. You got a country full of morons who like to watch this crap. What the hell are you coming down on me for? Because that's the answer. That's the only justification for having the stuff on. But he is somehow trying to equate it with journalism. And somehow trying to equate it with, it's no different than your local television news. I mean, what did they open up with tonight? A rape and a murder and a car accident. And, you're telling me you're worried about what children are seeing. And it was really disgusting, just really, really disgusting. And what the hell, I've got a forum, I've got a radio show, and I was offended by it, and so I can sit here and say I was offended by it. And it doesn't go any further than that. But speaking of offended, I have deeply offended my board operator, who came rushing in here with a piece of material that to follow up on a call that I had literally hung up on to get rid of because I didn't want to follow up on the material. And so he's in there slamming things around and pouting, and Sharon is over here deeply, deeply in a state of depression. Because nobody else has called up to say that they're going on a cruise tonight and tell what they're wearing. And which out-of-town relatives they're bringing on the boat, as well as which one of their pets.
I can't wait to see.
I don't think we're going to get Arnold on that boat. 576 WSUN in Pinellas and Hillsborough 221 WSUN, and of course toll free 1-800-356-WSUN. Tampa, hi Tampa, you're on the air at WSUN.
Yeah, Bob?
Yes.
I was calling about that caller just a little bit ago that was comparing food to sex. And, he's got a point. Think about the term eating out. Hello?
576 WSUN in Pinellas, Hillsborough 221 WSUN.
Brainworms.
Well, they're particularly brainworms are really.
Young people are very susceptible to
young virginal boys.
Yeah.
Let's go to Tampa. Hi, Tampa. You're on the air at WSUN.
Hey, Bob. How's it going?
It's going great.
First-time caller here.
Well, all right.
First, let me offer you some accolades on the day where it seems like you're getting beamed in the head with each pitch. Congratulations on the weight loss.
Thank you.
Secondly, I have a question.
I'm not getting beamed in the head with each pitch, sir. I am the catcher, and I'm standing up deliberately getting hit in the head with a bat.
Well, then wear a chest protector or something.
Okay.
You need some kind of protection on a day like today.
Yes, you do.
Let me ask Sharon a question. I heard a commercial the other day about smoke cessation. Was that a commercial that you're doing?
That's a commercial.
Okay. I was wondering, I take it you guys are smokers. I kind of have a way of seeing it in your voice. Is that right?
Used to be.
Used to be? Good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was just wondering, if you were still smoking, did you go through this same course?
Not through this one. I went through a hypnosis thing, but I talked to these people and I saw what their operation was about, and I thought, okay.
Yeah, is this a hypnosis
And
thing?
she got her standard $25,000 fee and
No,
said,
I
sure,
didn't.
yeah, I'll do it.
No, I didn't. This was not up. This was this one because I wanted
That's why
to do
you
it.
gave them a discount, $17,500. Because it was a good cause.
Yeah, I can retire on this.
Well, anyway, just wanted to know, it's a little curiosity. You know, you hear the
see if it's for you.
You hear the smoker's voice, and you just wonder sometimes, hey, is this a thing where she's smoking and pitching a thing for non-smokers? But anyway, congratulations on the weight loss. Enjoy the weekend.
Okay.
See ya.
Smokes like a stack. 576 WSUN in Pinellas, Hillsboro, 22. What, wasn't I supposed to say that?
I don't think you're supposed to say that.
Oh, 576 WSUN in Pinellas, Hillsboro, 2. Sharon, don't blow that over here. 576
I did, but I don't anymore. Don't smoke like a stack anymore.
576 WSUN in Pinellas and Hillsboro, 221 WSUN. A lady in St. Petersburg. Hi, lady in St. Pete. You're on the air at WSUN.
Hi, Bob.
Hi.
May I talk to Sharon?
Sure.
Sharon?
Yes?
You know what I'm going to wear to the Halloween?
No, tell me.
Lady Godiva.
You are?
Do you think I'll win a prize?
Oh, I'm sure you will, dear.
I can't hardly wait. I think I might bring my cat with me, too.
Okay.
He misses me if I'm not around.
Yeah.
You like pets, Sharon?
Oh, of course.
Well, I've got a Chihuahua and a cat.
You do?
That Chihuahua's the cutest little thing I ever seen. What'd you say, Bob?
I said I would have bet my paycheck on it.
On what, baby?
That you had a Chihuahua.
How'd you guess that?
I don't know. Guess I'm just psychic.
You're cute, you know it?
Where the hell's the right?
Yeah, he is.
Well, anyway, Sharon, when I come in...
Wait a second. There we go.
Second, lady. What's that?
Oh, that was the right answer, Belle, for guessing that you had a Chihuahua.
Oh, you're sweet, Bob. His name is Peppy.
I would have put another week's paycheck on that, too.
Hey, Sharon, do you know that my cat watches my soap opera with me?
Really?
That cat actually sits there and listens to it and looks at the screen.
No kidding.
I'm telling you, this has got more brains than I have.
I leave my...
What are you going to wear tonight, Sharon?
Tonight? Oh, just the usual. My sequin dress, probably.
Oh, well, have a real beautiful evening. You're a nice person.
Thank you. You too.
Oh, thank you, Sharon. And Bob is a real nice guy, too. I really love to hear his program.
I like to hear it, too.
Oh, okay, Bob. I'll say good night, honey.
Good night. Take care. I'm telling you, Sharon.
Want my piece of paper back now?
I wouldn't go on that boat for love nor money tonight.
Oh, boy.
Get me 3-4 packs of cigarettes, go home, draw the blinds, cheap bottle of red wine, bottle of whiskey, mix them together.
Yep.
Try to stay off the streets. It's not safe out there today. 576 WSUN in Pinellas, Hillsboro, 221 WSUN. It's 4:58.
And now on AM 620.
Like screen doors from Columbia Manufacturing, their electro-galvanized pre-treatment assures protection against the elements. Screen doors from Columbia Manufacturing are an inexpensive way to ventilate any home, and you can choose from many models and sizes. We've also got a new improved delivery system with next-day delivery to your job site within a prearranged time frame. We're helping contractors get back on the job fast because we know time is money. The Home Depot, where low prices are just beginning.
This Saturday at noon, it's Smoke This on AM 620 WSUN. Join Dave, your cigar smoking connoisseur, as he pontificates about the world of cigars. From cigar smoking tips to cigar-friendly restaurants. He'll be joined by cigar-loving celebrities, and Dave will take your calls. So light up and listen to Smoke This, brought to you in part by Cuesta Rey Cigars and Smoke and Snuff. Smoke This, noon to 2 Saturday on AM 620 WSUN. Entertaining talk radio.
AM 620 WSUN, St. Petersburg, Tampa, Clearwater, where bad habits are a way of life. Now back to Lassiter on AM 620 WSUN, entertaining talk radio.
Hey, Alan, you're sure looking tan. Can you keep a secret? Yeah, what? I joined a tanning salon. Really? Well, you're looking great. Yeah, thanks. I noticed all the girls around the office talking about me. What do you mean? You know, little whispers and giggles here and there. Probably think I'm a real outdoorsman, you know? Chicks dig that.
Okay, Alan, can I tell you something as a friend?
Yeah, what?
Well, this is kind of hard to say, but have you noticed that you, fart a lot?
What are you talking about?
Well, you see, right there, for example.
What?
Well, you just farted. Oh, and right there, you just did it again.
I did not. What are you talking about?
I'm trying to help you as a friend, Alan.
Oh, I get it. You're jealous.
Seriously, Alan, you have a real problem.
Screw you. I don't need to take this from you.
Alan, I'm just trying to help. Hey, I'm just trying to help.
It's estimated that 1 out of every 5 males over the age of 35 suffer from an intestinal condition known as Cardison's disease. It's a combination of excessive gas and a neurological disorder that prevents the individual from hearing his own problem. You may be suffering from Cardison's and not even know it. Brought to you by the President's Council. For Red Box 447, Washington, D.C.
3 minutes after the hour of 5 o'clock, a Friday, October the 27th, 1995, fourth end, proving once and for all that there really is a God. Final hour for this edition.
You bet.
I've been sitting here thinking that either this brainworm stuff that I've been talking about which was only a joke, is for real, or the only other possible explanation is that because we go back to a standard time this weekend.
Oh, that's right.
That there has a lot of people are confused, have set their clocks back, and we're actually getting a lot of Spivey's calls.
Next week at this time.
Because I can't explain this.
It'll be dark, Bobby. Oh.
No, it won't be dark next week at this time, Sharon.
Well, it gets dark by 6 when we go back to East.
Well, it isn't 6, is it, Sharon?
It'll be pretty close to being dark.
Yeah, it'll be almost dark. It'll be...
It's the worst time of the year.
Yeah, it's depressing, huh, Jeff?
It is. Go home in the dark.
Yeah, it's dark. Driving home in the dark.
Dreary.
Dark.
Then if you lived up north, it'd be snowing and cold.
Yeah, it'll be dark by 4 in the afternoon up north, yeah.
It's
dark early.
Oh, yeah, if you lived along the equator, it would be hot.
Yeah.
And if you lived in Paris, everybody'd talk French.
Really?
Wow.
God,
he knows everything, huh, Jeffy?
Yeah, that's why I called.
Everything. Yeah. Thanks for calling, Frog. Yeah, we're just
having for supper tonight, Bob?
Yeah, we're just kind of fitting in with the theme today, Bobby. Yeah, what are you having for supper tonight? Going out for dinner tonight?
I was just thinking, food.
Yeah.
Sex.
Yeah, that's Jeffy.
Let's go to St. Petersburg. Hi, Saint, you're on the air at WSUN.
Greetings, oh great Stradivarius of stimulating storytelling. Do you think that was the filthy, vile sex show lady that called Sharon?
I owe everything to Gary Spivey.
It gave me the willies. Well, I wanted to get my Friday call in before Sharon left.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Missed you last week. My friends called me from the cruise last week.
Did they?
Yeah.
Are they on the ship?
Yeah.
It was nice. It was nice last week.
I said, what do you want? What are you calling
they
me for?
couldn't cover the check for the losses and they wouldn't let them off?
I said, what are you calling me for? What do you want? They said, we want to go home.
No. He wouldn't have said that. It was a lovely cruise last week.
Bob, the most fascinating thing I've ever heard said about this, is there or isn't there others out there? Somebody asked, I think it was Isaac Asimov, that science fiction writer, what he thought, and he said, whether there are or whether there aren't, either way, the concept is staggering. I heard you mention New Mexico one time in regards to telescoping. Have you ever been out there?
Oh, no, I haven't.
If you go on the highway, I think it's I-25 between...
Yes, it is Interstate 25. That runs through New Mexico.
Las Cruces and Albuquerque?
I thought it went through Santa Fe.
It goes to Santa Fe, but it goes to Albuquerque first.
Oh, okay.
But you get out in that desert out there in the fall and...
Freeze your noogies off.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, it's staggering out there even without a telescope.
I've toyed with the idea of, when the time comes to go out to pasture, I toyed with the idea and checked out the weather in that part of the country, and I don't think so. Don't think so. No.
This time of year is very. It gets very cold at night.
That's when you do your stargazing, dude.
This is true.
It wouldn't be too bad if you could do it at 2:00 in the afternoon. Even in the dead of winter, it's not that unpleasant. But in the summer, it can get damn cold in the desert.
This is true.
And in the winter, you're talking about dancing around zero, Sharon.
Really?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yes. Well, there's nothing to hold the heat.
That's right.
The only time I've been through the desert is when I was very young and was hitchhiking across the country. I got a ride through Nevada with a couple of crazy blackjack dealers in an Oldsmobile Starfire convertible, and they insisted upon putting the top down. And I was in the back seat and couldn't feel the heat, which they had blaring in the front. And it's just astonishing. If you go past the slightest little hill or rise, the temperature goes up dramatically.
It's a fascinating place.
And as soon as you get away from that little hill, the temperature go down dramatically. It's mind-boggling. You have to actually experience it to understand.
It is a great experience.
I never knew you hitchhiked across the country with a couple of blackjack dealers.
Well, no, I didn't hitchhike across the country with a couple of blackjack dealers.
You've done all kinds of things, Bob.
One of the hundreds of rides I had was with a couple of crazy blackjack dealers.
Wasn't that one of Jeffy's friends? Didn't he used to manage a casino at one time out there?
Yes. Yes, Jeffy did. He used
Crazy
to,
Jeffy, they used to call him.
Used to manage it. Actually, it was a blackjack dealing school. These were a few of his students.
You guys have a great weekend. It's been a great week.
I owe everything to Gary Spivey.
Frog.
Be good, dude. 576 WSUN in Pinellas. This is almost like, Bob, the automated talk show host.
Yeah.
I have to come up with more of these. Just sit back and hit the buttons. Right.
I've got other carts back at the old prune closet with you saying various little things like damn it. What else have I got? I'll have to bring them. You might like them.
Let's go to Tampa. Hi, Tampa. You're on the air at WSUN.
Hello.
Hello.
Magnificent one.
It's calls for you, Sharon.
Thank you. Hello.
Hey, Sharon.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm just happen to have the week off, and usually I listen to the show on the way home. But I wanted to touch on what he was talking about, these talk shows, and the way they carry on those shows. I'm usually at work, and I saw them, and I said, I don't believe it. They should be listening to Lassiter.
Yes, they should.
It's much better. And also, I wanted to comment on these birds that are just running around the backyard. It's just beautiful down here. I'd rather be at work listening to Lassiter than sitting here watching these shows.
That's good.
All right.
That's a good thing.
All right. Have fun on the cruise.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
It is an endless supply.
You didn't know they were out there, would you? Just walk down the street?
Endless supply, one after the other. Let's do, there have been a few exceptions, but basically one after the other. Safety Harbor. Hi, Safety. You're on the air at WSUN.
Hey, Bob. Hey, Sharon. How you doing?
Oh, doing great.
And Jeffy, too. Thanks for letting me on. I'll tell you what.
Welcome.
No, I'm coming back from Daytona, okay? And who do I pick up as 620? And that's great, because I listen to you guys all the time. But then I got into the monologue, and there was just no way of switching buttons to get anything else. And the monologue was scary to me.
Why?
Well, because I'm a free thinker, I hope, but a Presbyterian minister back in Illinois, almost told me, not your monologue, Bob, but something very similar before we were going to join the church.
Uh-huh.
And like your story about the storms that came and did the village and such and so forth, the people had to believe in something, because it was easier to believe in something tangible rather than to think for themselves. And it, it's like something that I had heard, and it just brought back a lot of memories. But I kept trying to change the channels, but I couldn't get anything from Orlando to Daytona, because you guys are too strong over there.
Yeah.
But it was a really good monologue, and
Then why'd you keep trying to change the channel?
Well, because the only thing I pick up was Disney traffic and things on the AM. Anyway, I've been a long-time listener.
That'll make you feel better about it.
I'm just...
No, a long-time listener, and, all the way from PLP. Actually, we turned you up on Chicago and on your station up there. So I just really appreciate, having you down here on the radio.
Okay.
Okay, but somehow I just really had to get back to you and say that it was a strong message. If people need to think before you just join.
Okay.
Okay?
Be good, dude.
That's how.
Have a great weekend.
All right, you too.
576 WSUN in Pinellas, Hillsboro, too. So it was so good, why did he keep trying to change the channel?
I don't know. You didn't explain that part.
I don't understand.
So good. I kept trying to tune away, but it was really so good.
All it was Disney traffic, so I went back and listened to it anyway. 576 WSUN in Pinellas and Hillsboro, 221 WSUN. It is 5:13.
Now, an AM 620 WSUN Traffic Patrol update. Here's Chris Walker. It's the Dr. Laura Schlesinger Show, tonight, 8 p.m. to midnight on AM 620 WSUN.
Job in the army, work is chief of staff every night and day, and he'll never lose if he says he's running, worrying about how bad our chief has been. Bob Dole, he's attacking. Bill Clinton, start your packing. Colin is a winner. White House, bet he's gonna cut some capital gains. Chelsea better worry, kicked out in a hurry. People in the country are wanting a change. Look out, Pat Buchanan. Gay soldiers he'll be banning. Colin is a winner.
19 minutes after the hour of 5 o'clock. Jeffy, what time was it that you tried to make that call?
Just a few minutes ago.
Just a few minutes ago? Why don't you call the main number down there if if that's the truth, I'd like to know about it. And I'm sure there are other people that would, too. Let's go to Tampa. I'll wait until we get confirmation on this. We're trying to verify something. Let's go to Tampa. Hi, Tampa. You're on the air at WSUN. Hello, Tampa.
Hello, Bob.
Yes.
Hi, Bob. How you doing?
Excellent.
Listen, I got a question for you. I know that you know everybody in the business, so...
No, I don't.
Well, you know a lot of people.
Hardly know anybody.
Well, you know a lot of people, don't you?
No, I'm pretty much a recluse, but what's your question?
Okay. I work in a company that does office equipment. Now, we had somebody that had offered to back us, right? Now, we've heard of him, kind of, but we wanted to... I knew that if anybody knew anybody in the radio business, it would be you, because I've always heard you talk about people. So, have you ever heard of the name Donald Seat?
No, I've never heard the name, which doesn't really mean anything. I don't really know very many people in the business. I don't socialize with people in the business.
Okay.
Unless I've worked with them, I don't know them.
Have you ever heard of The Loop?
Sure.
The radio station The Loop?
Yeah.
And WLS?
Sure. But they're not affiliated in any way. They're by two totally different companies.
Okay. And have you ever heard of Maximus Company, Inc.?
No.
No? A Delaware corporation?
Not offhand.
Oh. Okay, but you did hear of those radio stations?
Yes.
Okay, because this guy, he gave us a resume and all that good stuff, and we were just kind of wondering if he was for real or not. Because he had spoke to my boss, and he was going to do some things with him, but my boss was like, well, I've never heard of him and all that good stuff. And I'm from New York, and I was kind of in the music and business a while back, and I did kind of hear of Maximus, but I just never, and I did hear the name Don Seat before, but I wasn't sure if this is the same guy.
Oh.
He's an older guy. He's in his 80s. He's 80 years old, and the people he's got here on his resume are tremendous, like Conway Twitty and a bunch of other people, Jerry Lee Lewis and Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, and my God, he's got Charlie Rich. And he says that he found a lot of these people.
Uh-huh.
I was just wondering if you've ever heard of
anybody recently.
No, I was just wondering if you've ever heard of him.
Sorry, dude.
Okay, thanks a lot, Bob.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
One after the other. Who do you think is going to be sniffing down there?
It's just a place.
Well, yeah, there are lots of other places, too. You don't put it there. Who do you think is going to be sniffing down there?
I just put a little on my forearm, inside of my forearm. That's all.
Yeah, then you pull your shirt out and dump a whole ton of it down there.
It's just a little...
No, it's a little...
I can't help how my...
Bob, if you had to spend 6 hours on that cruise, you'd be spraying that crap everywhere, too.
Yeah. I surely wouldn't be trying to attract the type of individuals that, 576 WSUN in Pinellas, Hillsborough, 221 WSUN. Let's go to a cell phone. Hi, Cell. You're on the air at WSUN.
Oh, they better watch out for that guy. All his clients are dead.
Several of them are, yes.
Well, I'm really sorry for the call, Bob. I just couldn't find any other stations. And so I had to call.
Yeah, they never... that's one damn thing I hate about that traffic channel is they never give out the phone number.
I swear. Hey, have you ever... I know you don't watch a lot of movies, but have you ever watched The Fisher King?
No, I have not.
Oh, that's one you ought to check out. You keep talking about locking and loading. And
why would I want to watch a film about talk radio?
Well, it's not about talk radio. In fact, it's the very beginning is set up about talk radio, but it's about a lot of other things.
Oh, okay.
It just happens, however, that Jeff Bridges' character is
talk
talking
radio.
about right, and you never even see him doing it. He gets some guy goes crazy on him because he's always saying lock and load, and the guy shoots up a restaurant, and that sets up the whole movie.
Oh, okay.
It's really kind of a dark, rich film.
I've seen about 10 or 15 minutes of it. Either of them. Was it ever on television? Has it been on television yet?
It's possible that it has.
Or the month you rented it, and I came in and sat down and watched about 10 or 15 minutes of it, and it just didn't grab me, so I got up and left.
It's probably 3 or 4 years old, and it's pretty dark, but Robin Williams is excellent in it, and Jeff Bridges is one of my favorite actors.
I've heard good things about it.
It's
but
dark.
I thought it was primarily about talk radio, and frankly, it's kind of like, busman's holiday type of thing.
No, it's a whole guilt trip the guy goes through after that one incident, and then he reevaluates his life, so it has very little to do with that.
Which is kind of like the film Talk Radio, which is reasonably accurate, except it's just not that intense.
Anyway, I went back through my video collection because I had remembered giving us a dinosaur videotape of the episode after hearing you guys talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
It's the episode where they're eating the leaf that's kind of like a drug. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was a very cool show. I hadn't watched it since we'd received it several years ago.
Oh, virtually every episode had a very strong, provocative message, something to really sit down and think about. Actually, we were watching one this week, turned up the volume during one of the breaks, and it was the episode where he tries to get on the equivalent of the, what the hell's that show called? The Richard Dawson.
Like Family Feud.
Family Feud, yeah, the equivalent of Family Feud. And, he doesn't know anything, so he tries to enlist his family to help him cram, and they don't want to do it, so he gives them this big, long line of bullcrap about, well, at least it'll, get us together, ta-da. We never do anything together, and so they reluctantly agree to help him. He genuinely doesn't know anything. And actually, the family's kind of getting into it. He's not. And finally, it dawns on him that he doesn't know anything, and he said, how did this happen? How did this happen? How did we become so dumb? We didn't always used to be dumb. At that point, they cut away to the baby, who's sitting in the high chair, mindlessly flipping through the television.
It's poignant. It really is.
Oh, it sure is.
He is full of bullcrap, that character. You're right about that.
I love him.
Hey, have a good weekend.
Hey, you too.
Yeah.
576 WSUN in Pinellas, Hillsboro 221 WSUN, and of course toll free 1-800-356-WSUN. Want to talk to you about the magnificent all-you-can-eat crab leg and prime rib buffet at Calico Jack's in the Adams Mark Resort on Clearwater Beach. You owe this one to yourself. If you're into seafood, if you are into prime rib, and you are a serious lover of both or either, then, my friend, you owe it to yourself to try this buffet, this fabulous buffet. It features all the crab legs, all the prime rib that you can eat, and that's just the beginning. The buffet also includes plum spiced shrimp, creamy seafood primavera, conch fritters, mussels, and specially prepared fresh catches of the day. The magnificent buffet is available Wednesday through Sunday. Calico Jack's also features a full dinner menu, including fillets and New York strip and Atlantic salmon and shrimp scampi. And add this tremendous restaurant to the outstanding views of the Gulf of Mexico and the fantastic fall sunsets. And you got yourself an evening that even I would enjoy. Why do they have that in there?
Because you're so picky, see, and that implies that if you like it, then it must be good, see.
Yeah.
You are picky.
So remember, Wednesday through Sunday, enjoy the absolute best crab leg and prime rib buffet you're ever going to find. Calico Jack's in the Adams Mark Resort on Clearwater Beach. You might want to call for reservations. 443-5714. 443-5714. It is 5:28.
Hello, this is Gary Spivey, Psychic to the Stars, and remember, I come on right after Bob Lassiter from 6 to 8 p.m. here on AM 620 WSUN. Now, back to my sales manager at Spivey's Corner, Mr. Bob Lassiter.
Today at 5, on News at 5, our man on the street, Scotty Johnson, talks to you about on-the-job stress.
Excuse me, we're asking some questions about on-the-job stress. I was wondering for News at 5. Oh, okay.
Get away from me.
All right.
Get away from me.
Hello, I was wondering if you could answer some questions for us about on-the-job stress.
No time. I don't have any time.
It's for the news.
Get the microphone out of my face.
News at 5.
Out of my face. No, okay, well, you don't have to hit me. Stop it.
Okay. Hi. We'd like to ask you some questions about Okay, thank you. Yes. No, I'll come over to you. Just walk across the street here.
The News at 5. Top stories. Top-notch reporting. That's what puts us on the top of the heap.
It is 5:32, about 28 minutes away from the hour of 6 o'clock. God, Sharon, I'm just green with envy. In about an hour from now, you're going to be pulling up there to the gangplank, and the girls from West Virginia are going to be there in their sequin dresses and trying to borrow shoes from somebody to get onto the boat. And God, you girls are just going to have yourself a ton of fun tonight on that boat. Oh, God, doing the karaoke thing and dancing and, oh, boy, probably eat together.
Oh, probably,
I don't think you need shoes to get on that there boat. Well, I guess it's a ship.
No, it's a boat.
Empress, they call it a ship. Yes, sir, it's long enough to be a ship.
Yeah. That's what counts.
It's not one of them there big ships, but it's long enough to
be sure to introduce the girls to the captain. I understand he's a friend of yours.
Thank goodness, yes, he is.
But don't let his parrot sit on their shoulder. That stuff's hard to get off the sequin dresses.
Just kind of soaks in.
Oh God, it gets in between the little sequins, and it's a bitch.
Might as well just leave it.
576 WSUN in Pinellas, Hillsboro 221 WSUN. Let's go to Jeffy has it up here. Palo Beach. Hi, Palo. You're on the air at WSUN.
Bob.
Hi.
As I was on hold, the Do You Remember guy, about 3 or 4 calls ago, do you remember Burger Chef and Jeff and Burgerilla?
Well, actually, Burger, you see, the last time I weighed 225 pounds is when I came back from St. Thomas. I lived in the Virgin Islands for a while, and I lost a lot of weight living down there. And when I came back, when I lived in St. Thomas, there weren't any fast food franchises. The only one that was the only fast food franchise they had was Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips. And I just went bonkers over Burger Chef. Burger Chef is responsible for my being fat again. I never lost that weight. I'm serious. I'm not exaggerating. I put about 45 pounds on in 2 months.
They were the first...
76 or 77.
Right.
They didn't have a salad bar then, but I can remember.
Remember the picture on the marquee? They had the Burger Chef.
Yeah.
Then that guy, Jeff.
Yeah.
Burger Chef and Jeff.
Yeah.
And then the monkey was Burgerilla.
I always thought of all the burger places, Burger Chef was my favorite. And I got a job in Norfolk, Virginia. And I spent the first 2 months living in a hotel in downtown Norfolk, Virginia. Right across the street was a Burger Chef. I ate 3, 4, 5 meals a day. I just became addicted to, what did they call it, the Big Chef, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Big Chef.
It was their Big Mac, Super Chef, is that what it was?
Right.
Just became addicted to it. Loved it. I almost had tears in my eyes when they finally went belly up.
What about, the saying that you come off with is, it's not so much the other guy succeeds, is it...
Well, it's not as important that I succeed as it is that my friends fail.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
How about letting your listeners know that Neil Rogers has been in the hospital, asshole? Fibber, 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 fibber.
Well, first of all, asshole, that's what I was referring to at 5 o'clock when I asked Jeffy to try to confirm it, to call down there, because we can't get through. Asshole. What kind of a little weenie punk are you? What kind of a little weenie punk are you? Who in the hell do you think you are, you disgusting little pig? Get a goddamn life, you little son of a bitch! I happen to be sick to my stomach about worrying about him. I haven't talked to that goddamn man in 2 years because of people like you. People who don't have a life. That man meant something to me. And little bastards like you destroyed that. Don't you dare call me. You disgusting subhuman pig. And accuse me of trying to keep it from you. And then sit there and jerk me around for 2 minutes pretending to hold a conversation with me so that you can blindside me. This business has been very good to me. There are many things that I enjoy that I would not have enjoyed if I was not in this business. But there's one thing that I regret, and I regret very, very, very much. You know what it is, little punk? It's coming to work at this radio station. I regret it very, very much. Because it cost me a 10-year friendship. Because of little weasels like you. Who don't have a life of their own, who day and night, for months on end, tried very hard to drive a wedge between that man and myself and finally succeeded. I have no idea why he's in the hospital. I'm not even positive that he is. And I'm worried sick about it. Because as I said then, and as I will say now, I owe everything I have to that man. I've never tried to duck that, and I never will. I'm very proud of the fact that he discovered me and believed in me and went to bat for me. And how dare you suggest, when you don't know what in the hell you are talking about, how dare you suggest that I would A, be happy about it, or B, try to keep it from you? I hate you and your kind. With all of my heart and all of my soul, I hate you. For every good minute that I've had in this business, people like you destroy them. Because you just don't understand. There are real live people behind here with real lives and real feelings and real emotions. And disgusting little punks like yourself think it's a game. Well, it isn't a game, little boy. And I'm worried sick. So put that in your goddamn pipe and smoke it, punk. And drop dead. It's 5:40.
Now on AM 620 WSUN Traffic Patrol. The best of Ron and Ron. Saturday mornings from 8 a.m. till noon on AM 620 WSUN.
Hi, I'd like to cash this check.
Let me see. I can't cash this check. No. Don't you read the sign? We don't cash personal checks. No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't see the sign. Well, thanks anyway. We'll see you.
Hey, wait. Where are you going?
Well, actually, I'm going to another check cashing place. I know the girl there. She'll cash this check. It's just out of my way, so I stopped here.
Okay, well, let me see the check again, please. Okay. Oh, no. I told you, no personal checks. I can't cash this.
Okay. Well, see you later.
Wait, no. You argue.
What?
You argue with me until I give in and cash your check.
Oh, okay. Well, come on, I have ID. You can call the bank. The funds are there.
How many times do I have to tell you, huh? No personal checks cashed. It's policy. I cannot...
Fine. Okay, goodbye.
No. Don't leave yet. You tell me some story, you know? Like you got an emergency and you need food for your kids and your car's broken off.
Then you'll cash it?
Yes, I'll cash it. They'll say car's broken, need food.
Look, please help. I need food for my kids and my car is broken down.
Okay, let me see the check. Okay, let me see. Okay. How long have you been on your job?
4.5 years.
Oh, wait a second. This is a personal check. Read the sign. Do you need glasses or something? No personal check. No exceptions.
Look, you said...
Okay, I'll cash the check, but this time only, okay?
At A-to-Z Check Cashing, no ID is required. Make us your new bank.
It's 5:45. First of all, I got several things to explain to you. Well, let's start with the first one. We have just found out that Neil Rogers is home with the flu, is not in a hospital, and that there's a bit going on at WIOD on the Phil Hendry show, best we can find out, and it seems to be reasonably reliable information, that Neil is in the hospital. What is supposedly funny about this, I do not know. But nonetheless, Neil is not apparently in the hospital, and this is part of Phil Hendry's show today for whatever reason. As I said, I cannot begin to imagine. Do we still have the ability to dial them up? Could you, nah, what difference does it make now? It's almost 6 o'clock anyhow. Screw it. So, I know that most of you do not know Neil Rogers. Most of you came to the station long after he left here and have no idea as to who he is or what the relationship or connection is between that man and myself. So let me very briefly explain. A little over 10 years ago, about 11, I guess now, maybe a little over 11. Actually, it will be 11 years. My God. Almost to the day. It was the 24th of October. I'd totally forgotten that. I did my first talk radio show at a station in Miami called WGBS. And it was the third of 3 talk stations in Miami. It was never a successful station. It was geared toward the elderly. A tremendous percentage of their programming dealt with having doctors on as guests and things of this nature. And they had a financial show and, things like that. And they needed somebody for the weekends, and frankly, the program director was kind of lazy, so we just asked around, do you know anybody that wants to do a talk show? And the guy that did the financial show said, well, yeah, I know this guy that might be able to do it. And this guy was me. And he didn't even bother to call me. He had a secretary call me and ask me if I wanted to do it. And I had always dreamed about doing talk radio, and so I said, yeah, sure, I'd love to. And that Saturday I went in and I did my first talk show, and it was a day that I will never forget as long as I live. It was 3 hours. The first 2 hours were with the dentist, which I have from time to time talked about, from time to time alluded to. It was an experience with a failing radio station with a very small, very elderly audience. And all the old people knew is that he was a doctor and that he was giving free advice. And they were calling up and telling him that they had pains in their side and, asking him what he thought it might be. And he would try to explain to them that he was a dentist. And in retrospect, it's very funny. It wasn't funny that afternoon. And the third hour was mine to do quote-unquote open phones with, and I somehow managed to survive it. And Neil Rogers is a talk radio junkie as well as being a talk radio host. And he used to listen to that station because it was really bad. And for some reason, if you're in this industry, you really enjoy bad radio. And this was a station to listen to if you enjoyed bad radio. And he heard me on there on the weekends, and he heard me trying desperately to do something, to make something out of this opportunity on a station that no one listened to on a weekend when no one listens anyway, with an audience that just wasn't very hip. And he appreciated what I was trying to do. And he went on a 3-week on-air campaign trying to shame WINZ, the station that he worked for at the time, into hiring me. 3 weeks. I'd never met the man. I'd never talked to him. I didn't know anybody that knew him. And he finally was able to pull it off. And they hired me to do weekends at WINZ. And gave me a hell of a lot more money, almost enough money to live on for doing 2 days a week at WINZ. And as a result of which I got a position in another station that the same company owned, WPLP, up here. And I was to be the heir apparent. Neil was doing nights at INZ, which was at that time a prestigious time slot. And he wanted very much to do days. But they had to find somebody that could replace him, and he thought I could be the person that could replace him and hold much of his evening audience. And as soon as they felt I was ready, they were going to let Neil go on and do days, and I would take his slot at night. And so they sent me up here to kind of learn how to do it every day. I have always been aware of that. I will never not be aware of it. I was always very grateful for it. I continue to be very grateful for it. Neil Rogers is a very strange man. He is at times a very kind, very generous, a very thoughtful, and a very considerate man. He is at times a very petty, vindictive, and cruel man. He is a man that I've known for 10 years, over 10 years, 11 now, and yet a man that I do not know. A man that I will never know. I'm not sure that anybody knows him. He is a man that I've had a love-hate relationship with from the day that I first...